Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough, standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, entered to this house all the way sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that's a run to the energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a wall of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And at 21 yards. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple carry there, 2nd and 8. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Lock over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. 3rd down here. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Only 2 on the screen pass there. That'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just trying to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's airing it out for Simone. And got his man complete. It's a gain of 34.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a 1st down.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. He's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Brady gives to Michelle. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Brady caught by the tight end Watson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and marking at the 5. A well executed 22-yard gain.
I don't know whether that will be a phenomenal or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's third and goal. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase 10-zip. So that's a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's finished off by a pass touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Block now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play in football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll get this one to Patrick. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps that run. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Brady now going to leave it with Michelle on the draw. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says Adelaide halftime preview, so I guess let's do just that. As the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field, G.
Block now on first down. They'll find Lindsey here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And he he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's locked. He can't get him down. Those INTs all sting. When you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking abilities. So after the INT, it's Brady. Here's some more on the catch. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. From the gun, Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. As the first half is winding down, and the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Heard the coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gostkowski for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Rocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now this one is running back out of the backfield, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different, try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion is up on 3rd down. Faking to give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. That is knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore were able to break that one up. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 40-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Brady. And this will be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On second down, Michelle. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on third down. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rock. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But throwing with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 yards there to Denver first down. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 and the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the runs. I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know what's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 38, Locke. That is throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, you want to get back into the game decent, kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Locke going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I said they got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Lindsay. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. That's going to get there. Down he goes. Danny Shelton coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground is Michelle, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the gain there as time to run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Purcell in there to get him a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. Then, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, they're trying to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackler.
And they put that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. They saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fan. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Locke. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And you hate to say it, with a rookie quarterback, he's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Skirts by him at the 35. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How'd they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Down Michelle. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in the game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on first down. Rock toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give the Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football, but you got to get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make someone miss in the open field.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He completes this to Sutton, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And 5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Locke now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke, he's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season. They got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Locke, and it's complete to the tight end Hireman. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they tried to go for it for 5, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and cash together a drive.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Well, Patriots were winners, 17-0 over the Broncos. And I'm gonna be doing another live stream right now, because I have the Dennis playing play. So I'll be back with probably later, maybe 4:35. Hopefully 4 o'clock I'll be back. So please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all later on.